2 men arrested after over 70 pounds of marijuana found in a suitcase at Dulles Airport. Now, Dulles Airport is DFW, and that is in the state of Virginia. So just people, I don't want people to think that it is Dallas Airport. This is Washington Dulles Airport. 2 men were arrested Thursday after U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers found over 70 pounds of marijuana in their checked baggage at Dulles International Airport. According to a release from the Customs and Border Patrol, a 33-year-old Khalik Talib McAllister and 28-year-old Christian Tyler Knight, both of Las Vegas, Nevada, were arrested by Virginia State Police troopers at the airport and were charged with felony possession with intent to distribute, transportation, and narcotics conspiracy. And CBP officers at Dulles found, in quotes, large vacuum-sealed bags full of suspected marijuana in 3 suitcases being loaded onto a Kelfavat, Iceland flight, the release said. Both men were traveling through Iceland to Paris, France, which I think is a weird-ass route, where officers said high-quality weed can be sold for several times higher than in the U.S. In quotes, marijuana remains illegally federally, and travelers who smuggle bulk amounts of marijuana gamble with their freedom to chase a few extra bucks, said Mark E. Caxelite, the Customs and Border Patrol Area Port Director for the Area Port of Washington, D.C. In quotes, Customs and Border Protection officers are hard to bet against, and our officers will continue to work with our law enforcement partners to ensure smugglers are held accountable, he says. CBP officers retrieved a total of 68 vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana weighing a combined 72 pounds and 15 ounces, which they say could have a street value as much as $350,000 in the United States and even more in Paris, they say. And CBP said they captured 2,895 pounds of dangerous drugs on average every day at air, land, and seaports of entry throughout the U.S. That's a pretty high number. But nonetheless, what do you guys think about this and this big bust at Dulles International Airport? And
every day?
Who flies? Well, they're saying in total, they're saying in total through all their ports, they're saying they confiscate 2,895 pounds of dangerous drugs on average every day. So
and a little bit of weed.
Yeah, and a little bit of weed.
It's the dangerous ones.
Oh man. Who flies to Paris via Iceland though?
It's probably some sort of layover hobby logistics thing.
You know what it sounds like, bro? It sounds like these guys were on like Frontier Airlines.
These guys had gotten to Paris and been like drinking their little espresso with a baguette and like doing their thing. I was never a smuggler. That was not my thing. But if there was a smuggling school, these guys might have not gone to the first day of class.
They've definitely never heard of a travel agent. I mean, hold on, because it says that they left from Vegas. Hold on, just follow on the map. Follow on the map. Las Vegas, okay, to Virginia, Virginia to Iceland, Iceland to France. That doesn't make any sense to me at all whatsoever.
Maybe they were stoned when they booked their travel arrangement.
Bro, this is nuts to me.
I've actually got an explanation here.
You have an explanation. All right. Is it an upside down explanation?
It's definitely upside down.
All right.
I hope everyone watching this in the comments, I hope is going fact check me right now.
Yes.
Right? If anyone's got a computer, fact check me right now.
Nick will do it.
First question I'm going to ask before I go into the story is, do you think these guys know that they were smuggling? Yes or no?
Yes, 100% they did. Yes, without a doubt in my mind.
Okay. So what I'm going to say right now might floor you. Okay. So fact check me, please fact check me. If you were to Google right now, how much medicinal cannabis can I bring from America to Australia as a patient, right?
I would never Google
that. If you Google that right now, it'll tell you.
That's snitching on yourself.
3 months supply, okay? Now, I know because I've got my medical license over there in California that the doctor prescribes me up to 8 ounces a day.
Yeah, you know what? DHS, Department of Homeland and Safety, they do tell people that you're allowed to have, you should always have a 3-month supply of any medication on you, but they don't acknowledge cannabis as a medicine, so that's not going to fly with them.
It does in Australia under the law.
It's not going to fly under international law either because it's not recognized internationally.
Listen, at cannabisplace.com, it says if you are coming from abroad, you can bring up to 3 months worth of medicinal cannabis into Australia. You will have to have a prescription to accompany it.
Yep, which no one has. Which no one has because they only have recommendations.
What?
Well, shit, I got mine.
Yours is not a prescription, Randy. It's not a prescription.
I'll clarify the law for you. You ready?
Yep.
So it's in America, if you walk into a dispensary, that's called compliant weed, correct?
No.
It's not compliant?
I mean, it
not
would,
metric?
Yeah, that would be compliant. Yes.
Okay,
sure.
So that there is the equivalent. The doctors don't prescribe it over there. You go into a dispensary and pick it up, right? And you can pick up medical weed walking in with your medical license to a dispensary. So if I'm right there, I can still take, according to the law, 42 pounds. Any one of you guys, by that law that she just read, can bring 42 pounds. Do the math, 8 ounces a day or 6 ounces a day, whatever it is, times 3 months into Australia in your carry-on luggage, apparently.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah, right. I'm not buying that.
That's the law.
That's not the law. That's
I think Irish is trying to recruit some people now.
Yeah,
I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, I think he's going to get us on an episode of Locked Up Abroad now, trying to turn High 9 News into Locked Up Abroad.
I mean, there's an article on Leafly about this topic as well. I'm reading right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the TGA, the actual.
Yeah, the headline of the Leafly article says, "Can you travel to Australia with medical cannabis?" And it was December 27th, 2016.
But these guys weren't traveling to Australia. These guys were traveling to Paris, France.
That was I was trying to devil's advocate. Do they have the same laws over there, maybe?
Well, I'm glad to know that I can fly with my weed when I fly to Australia. That's exciting to me. And
to put it in perspective, and I don't want to get anyone else in trouble here. I put it all up on my Instagram. I flew back with a pound of Cali in my carry-on and declared it and had a
in your what do you call that part of your body?
His pouch.
Carry-on?
In his pouch.
Bro, you're not a kangaroo. You don't have a pouch. When you put that in there, you put the boof in the bung to make it even more funk. No, I don't like that.
Oh man, you guys.
I had it in my backpack, and I declared it, and I had no problems going through. And all I had was 2 compliant dispensary bags on the front.
Let's watch the way he walks and see if he's got a certain gait to him.
Did you have a little pep in your step? Were you rocking faster than you normally would walk when you were exiting?
Yeah, I was sprinting past customs like this.
I bet.
Like Usain Bolt.
I bet.